Hello, dear students. How are you all? How is the preparation going on? Full to zor mein. One second, let me check the setting. Okay, so we are here to the point discussion for the MTP mock test paper of direct taxation CMA final old syllabus. That is 2016 syllabus, right? Last week, yes, you can see in the live streaming, we have conducted more than 2.5 hours live class for discussing both the mock test papers of the new syllabus. And frankly speaking, all syllabus students should also check those questions because they are really good, especially for the DT, AA, MAT, the MCQs. So whatever syllabus you are writing, it's okay. Your paper pattern may be different, but the level of the questions and the depth is same. So do check that also, right? Okay. Now, one by one, all doubts were coming for question number 6, for question number 7, so on. Just a second, please. So here we are starting with the discussion. Hope you're preparing super duper well, and the mindset is watch the revision videos repeatedly. CMA final playlist is there. In that 1 hour transfer pricing, 1 hour non-resident, all the quality good problems are also solved in the class. Solved problems are there along with all the best concepts. So do watch repeatedly. Okay, right. And some messages that some doubt is there, some fear is there. So these two are your best friends. You know, left shoulder pe doubt ko bitha do, right shoulder pe fear ko bitha do, back seat pe, and you are the driver, right? So it's, you cannot say that till my exams I don't want doubt and fear and I'll be all the time high and confident. Sometimes definitely we doubt, shall I give this attempt? Shall I skip? Shall I give it in December? No second thought. You have prepared super well, sitting on the desk, hours you have studied. Even if you're working, after going home, you have watched videos, you all have attended live classes, you will surely do it. And this offline exam of CMA final is going to be super duper easy. Frankly speaking, of course, you all should aim for exemption. But worst case not, then suppose some students have got 52, 55 in the last exam, that January 23 exam, and the results are out, they are qualified and just got the message they got at this job in Ford company and many different MNC companies. So once you qualify, कभी दीप्ति मैम को पूछा है आपने कितने अटेम्प्ट में पास हुए हो मैम? हाँ, have you asked me ever? Then forget about all those thoughts and forget about all those people who are bothering around कि बड़ा fast fail वाला चक्कर है. अगर ये चक्कर को क्रॉस नहीं करते ना, तो we would have not come till this space where you are right now. Am I right? How raw you all were when you did your foundation and inter. So you will not come to this space had you not had that skill, that consistency, that persistence to sit, to study, to write exam. Now it's all a game of mind balancing, and you all are expert in that. You all are quite bigger than your environment. And those people ना जो पूछते हैं कि अरे कितना अटेम्प्ट हो गए, क्या कर रहे हो, what आजकल क्या कर रहे हो, after they walk out of the house 5 minutes they don't know, they don't remember. Am I right? उनको याद भी नहीं होगा कि आपने क्या आंसर दिया है. तो why we should bother? We know our goals, our why is clear. We want a superb life, for that superb job, business practice, whatever, for that degree, for that final, for that this. So we are very clear what we are doing. That's all motivation I wanted to start with. Now, old syllabus students, very quickly in 2 minutes, I will give you the paper pattern because I know your time is important. So no extra discussion. Still, if you feel anything what I say is conflicting, you can just put me a message, or join the Telegram group. Their students are just clicking the picture and sending, and I'm clearing the doubts by voice note. So you can do that from the description. Okay. Right. Look at this, please. This is the pattern for old syllabus. Your section 1 has question number 1 with 10 questions of 2 marks each, and these are MCQs with reasoning. If you just write the MCQs answer, you will not get marks. So you need to justify it with a proper reason. Presentation, I'll show you now. Now you have got a beautiful choice, that is question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, right? So these are like 7 questions. Out of that, you have to do 5. So 2 questions you can leave, and no emotional solving of the question ki ma'am jo best rahega wo log consider karenge, highest ko marks denge. Please don't do that. Once you have completed solving the first question, from second onwards, whatever first 5 you have solved, they'll correct and give marks. So don't waste your time on solving extra questions. But of course, the what do you say, that the first impression is the best impression. Ma'am, out of 2 to 8, I know 5th one best. Can I start with question number 5? Yes. Question number 5 has 3 bits, A, B, C. Can I do C first, A, and then B? Answer is yes. Start the question on the fresh page, and if it is a huge one, like you're solving the question for math, preferably keep all the workings intact there, only on the left hand side, problem on the right hand side, like that. Bits you can solve aage piche, question number 5, B first, then C, then A, but solve it all together. Okay, so you have a good choice here. Now question number 1 is 2 questions of 10 marks each, 20 marks. Question number 2 to 8, any 5 questions of 16 marks, that makes it 80 marks. But in that, nowadays 8 plus 8 marks wala combination bhi hai, 12 plus 4 marks combination, or you can get a 16 marks exclusive question on compute the income of the company, that is from the business head, or what else we can say, math. Okay, and when it is 8 plus 8, 8 marks question for DTAA, 8 marks question for the non-resident who's getting royalty or entertainer or a cricketer, how you will compute his income. Here the googlies which I felt when I give homeworks in the classes, dear students, just revise your deductions. In my YouTube also, marathon video for CMA Inter is pinned, and in that it's written deduction is at the 9th hour. So hardly 45 minutes to 1 hour lecture is there, because if you don't compute the deductions for the non-resident properly, your average rate of tax will go wrong and your tax computation will go wrong. Correct? Right? So pay attention to these combinations. Question number 8 is not compulsory, but question number 8 is theory question. So if you're good at writing theory, popularly, I can say repeatedly, they are asking the question, write a short note on impermissible agreements, that is GAR, write a short note on advance pricing agreement, or write a short note on comparison between ICDS and AS, or what are the powers of the income tax authorities, and like that. Recently changed is R2 bar. Advance authority ruling is now board for advance authority. So what are the 5 cases wherein you can go for advance ruling? This also 1 hour video is there. You can check it. Whatever is important, I have covered up all that. And if you ask me, a very quick ABC analysis is most important, like, bhar ke questions are there in all your MTPs is transfer pricing. But in exam, you will get 2 questions, one from the cup method and another could be your cost plus method or RSP method. Okay? So transfer pricing you should do. In transfer pricing, one topic is there called as secondary adjustments or IPTA wala problem. Or if you want to leave penalties, ki ma'am kitne penalties hain? So these are the C categories. penalties, interest, ICDS. Rather than leaving, can we go reverse? Can we do just the question answers of the past exam related to these topics? 269 SS2, just 4 sections are important, no? 269 SS, ST, SU, and T. So just check that. And you need to practice lot of problems for transfer pricing, for DTAA, for non-resident, especially the royalties and sportsmen and all, and MAT. One thing very surprising, dear students, is this time is the first attempt that your NTP is not having a single question from trust. But I don't think it is, because every time they are asking 8 marks question on compute the income of the trust, in which one of the topping flavor is anonymous donations. So your normal gross receipts expense plus anonymous donations, I think you should check and go. Or they can ask you a question, because recently now they have amended last year, not this year, charitable trust. Charitable trust registration procedure for the 5 years. That is one small part, 1-page table is there. Check and go that. So this is all about a very quick snapshot of your weightage of the topics and paper pattern. Is this all very clear to all of you? Yes. Then let us quickly now start with the MTV. Dear students, you are watching this as live, good. If you're watching this as recording, then pause the video, take a printout. When you have the hard copy in front of you, you learn it in a very different way. So do have the hard copy printout of these MTPs, and then you can solve it with me. Okay, right. So let us begin with question number 1. That is your MCQs. Okay, right. Section A, that is MCQs. So we will start with that. MCQs. Excuse me. You have to attempt all the 10 MCQs, and koi ego fight nahi hai. Suppose you are stuck up at 1 MCQs and 2 answers are absolutely so nearby, they are looking right. If you are confident, go for it. If not, leave that, go to next. You can surely complete the paper in 3 hours. See, dear students, one thing I'm repeatedly saying, so many of the students say, ma'am, I got 58 because I attempted 85 marks. Had I attempted 100 marks paper, I would have got 60. So make promises with me, 2 minutes. मैम अभी पढ़ाना तो शुरू नहीं किया और गुरु दक्षिणा मांग रहे हैं. बिल्कुल सही है. 3 promises. First is 100% you promise me that you're going to complete your paper in 3 hours. You get 15 minutes ahead the question paper to make a choice. Make confident and correct choice that you are doing. At this final level, I need not say. Second thing is last moment, gyan dena nahi, gyan lena nahi. Literally reach the exam center 1 hour before. There will be some parking space. There will be some closed shutter. Stand. If you are a student A category who likes to read till last moment, ठीक है, पढ़ते रहो. B category के 1 घंटे पहले book बंद नहीं पढ़ना, मत पढ़ो. But don't try to educate others or don't try to gain education from others last moment. Please avoid that. नहीं मैम बुरा लग जाएगा, फ्रेंड से बात नहीं करेंगे तो वो आपके दोस्त नहीं है. Third, as you are submitting your answer sheet, you're putting your stationery back in your zip. The mindset is, what is my next exam? How I'm going to prepare? I'll do small topics, then I'll go to sleep, then I'll complete this. Like this. If you are that confident to walk out of the exam center, straight to the parking lot, to your bike or whatever your way you are taking to home, and back to your home you are, then nothing can, come in your way of your degree. You're just like, 5 minutes away from your degree. Are you feeling that? Are you writing name in front of your name, and in front of that CMA Asutosh, CMA Akash, CMA Ruhi? Are you writing that? Then please do that. Chalo. Enough of this. And now let us begin with MCQ 1. Hoping you all have this printout with you. Okay. Right. And any doubts are there? Even the live chat is on in the commenting box, so you can comment. What is the due date of filing the return of income in case of company? Achha, one thing I'll try to do is, while we are solving this MTP, I will revise some extra concepts also. So in that also, if you have a doubt, please ask. Okay, right. What is the due date of filing the return of income in case of company who is required to furnish a report in form number 3CB 92E? 92E is related to transfer pricing, and those who have international transactions and transfer pricing for them, due date of filing the return is 30th of November. Okay, right. Audit report ke liye it is September. For all the other SSEs, HUF, small SSEs and all, it is July. June to koi date hi nahi hai. So here, what is the answer for this one? The due date of filing the return, because it's an international transaction, it is one second. Huh? Okay. So the answer is 30th of November. Now, return filed under which of the following can be revised? So what is 139.1? Original return. Can you revise original return can be revised? Yes. 139.4. Belated return. Late bhara. Fir bhi can you revise? Yes. Okay. Already you have revised once. Some mistake is there. You have corrected. Revised return. Can you revise? Yes. So the answer is all the above. Original return can be revised. Revised return can be revised. Belated. But what is the due date they can ask from this year is 9 months from the end of the previous year. That is 31st December 2023. In the new MTP, 2-3 times they have asked this question. 31st December 24 dekh ke correct lagta hai, but that is not the correct answer. My financial year or my previous year is 20-23. So 31st March 23 I am closing, and 31st December 2023 is the last date of filing the return. After that, one option is you can go for, that is your updated return, which is the latest amendment now. Right. Okay. Now, the next one is your notice. So notice of 143.2 should be served within a period of dash from the end of the financial year in which return is filed. For the previous year 22-23, return can be filed in financial year 23 and 24, right? So from end of the financial year in which return is filed, that is assessment year, 3 months. By 30 June 2024, scrutiny notice should be issued. 3 months from the end of the assessment year or the period in which return is filed. Okay, I hope my speed is fine and you all are following. If you have any doubt, ask me. And if you can send a hello with all your names in the live chat, it is on. Would really love to see that you're watching it live. Thank you so much. Chalo. As per section 115 JB, pumping heart of the final syllabus. Huh? Like inter students, I say one is agricultural income, one is donations. ये बार बार आता है. वैसे ही final के students के लिए, and I think all the students like this topic also so much. Compute the income as per your business head and compute the income as per MAT. 115 JB. Then income tax is to be payable computed at the rate of 15%, right? At the rate of 15%. Oh, why 15.5? By mistake I did 15%, not 15.5. And had it been AMT for all the other assessees, then it is 18.5%. And if the unit is located in IFSC, International Financial Service Center, then it is 9%. All clear to all of you? Right. Okay, next. As per, you all know that if MAT is higher than your regular tax, you have to pay MAT and regular tax, the difference you can carry it forward for 15 years to be set off and so on. Now, as per section 178(3), okay, the dash of a company has to intimate the authority before he parts with any of the assets or the properties, and has to set aside amount, if any, intimated to him by tax authorities, MD, manager, chartered accountant, or liquidator. Liquidator, when the company is closed, liquidator makes the statement of affairs, what we study in accounts. He will just make all the statement of affairs that this is the market value of all the assets. These are the secured loan, unsecured loan. But the very first thing he needs to pay is government dues, income tax, customs, GST. Second, he will take his own expenses and commission. And then he will start paying in the order which is given in the Companies Act, right? So the right answer here for 178 is liquidator. I know many students, they leave this chapter in choice rather than leaving just इससे related जो भी आपको स्कैनर में क्वेश्चन आंसर दिख जाए, liquidator and executor, or sometimes you call it as legal representative. So who are these people? Just you can check once. Next, a mistake which is apparent from the record in any order passed by AO can be rectified in 154. 154 may you can rectify the order within 4 years, right? 4 years may you can rectify the order. Whenever I see 154, immediately iska bada bhai yaad aata hai 254. 254 is if any order is passed by ITET. ITET is a higher authority, Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. Then who can rectify that order? ITET. Okay, ITET ने ही order pass किया है, or ITET can rectify in 254. But if AO has passed the order, either AO himself or the SSC can ask for the rectification, and within 4 years it can be rectified under 154. Okay, right. As per section 115 QA, one second, QA3, this is regarding what? Buyback of shares. जो buyback of shares है ना, उससे related ये है. So the tax to be credited in case of distributed buyback of shares shall be deposited within dash days from the payment. I want to talk little bit about 115 QA में 1 है, 2 है और 3 है. इसको ध्यान से समझो. Actually, this is a very important MCQ from your capital gain, or in your syllabus it is called as capital restructuring. So capital restructuring be important. A lot of chances of getting questions on slump sale or the amalgamation and demerger, right? Now listen, all of you dear students, when it is buyback of shares, company is purchasing its own shares from the market and cancelling. They cannot hold their own shares, so they will purchase and cancel. It's a collar tight position. Thank you, shareholder. When we started, you all contributed capital. Now we have our own reserves and profits and enough. So we purchase the shares from market and we cancel. So as a shareholder, you sell the shares in market to others or you sell it to company. For you, it is a transfer, capital gain. But on buyback of shares, company is paying the tax. On buyback of shares, company is paying the tax. That is why buyback of shares as a transfer is exempt in the hands of shareholders. And how much tax company is paying? That's what I'm sharing with you. इसमें 2-3 MCQs हैं which they can ask. I'll just correct and share with all of you. See, 20% tax plus 12% surcharge, and on tax plus surcharge 4% ESES. 4% ESES. Are you all with me? So that comes to 23.296. This is also asked in MCQs, dear students. that what is the buyback tax which company is going to pay. Okay. And so the transfer is exempt in the hands of shareholders. और अब जो company tax pay कर रही है, company, this tax they have to pay within 14 days. They have asked you. Huh? Acha, now this 20 plus 12% surcharge in this tax is not on the sale consideration. Suppose you are a shareholder, you have purchased the shares in say 110 rupees and buyback is 180. Then what is the income, dear students, for all of you? 70. On this, company will pay tax to government within 14 days. If the tax is not paid within 14 days, from 15th day, 1% per month interest will be charged. Buyback, I feel, is repeatedly asked. So I'm revising all the concept. I hope that is very clear to all of you. Yes? Right. So tax to the credit of the government in case of distributed buyback shall be deposited within 14 days is the answer. Okay, right. Now, if any person fails to keep and maintain any information and documents required in 92D, D for documents and 92D is for transfer pricing, okay, then a sum equal to 2%. See, whatever penalties are important, I have covered chapter wise only. Penalties and prosecution is a chapter. Under reporting wala problem aata hai kabhi. Even in your new syllabus, I have discussed there under reporting one question is also there from penalties. Here they have not given. But I am telling you, international transactions may generally, if you do misreporting and if you don't maintain proper documents and all, then the penalties is how much? 2% of the value of the transaction. Okay? Right. Ex Marine Line Singapore company engaged in shipping business collected 150 lakhs. Non-resident doing shipping business, those 44B, BB and all, carrying goods from Chennai port. Its presumptive income is chargeable to tax at what rate? On 150 lakhs. If it is a shipping business, just show 7.5% as the net profit. कितना आ रहा है calculate करो आप लोग भी. Just do it. 150 into 7.5%. 11.25 lakhs show as net profit. On that, pay the tax and then the ship will get the tax clearing certificate. Worst case, they are not paying the tax, then all the shipping chief is responsible and within 30 days they need to pay jo bhi yahan unke, the people who are there to take care and all. You know how to remember this, dear students? In non-resident presumptive taxation, 4 are there. Shipping company, airlines ka business, royalty, and those turnkey projects and all. So, you know, airlines, जो हवा में है उसका सबसे कम रेट है 5%. Ship 7.5% you have to show income on the receipts, and royalty and turnkey projects and all 10%. Is this clear to all of you? Right? Okay. So the answer here is, because it's a shipping business, whatever business they have done from India at Chennai port, on that 7.5% they have to pay. Okay? When an SSC fails to furnish any information related to specified domestic transactions, the quantum of penalty, just now this is the same question, 2% of the transaction value in case of international transaction. That's all for your MCQs, which are very easy. Take a pause and listen to me very carefully. 3 things are already given to you. First is more than 80 important MCQs I have solved, and that MCQs PDF also I have put in Telegram group, and 1.5 hour video I have solved more than 80 MCQs. Check that. Second is top 50 theory questions, because if you are attempting question number 8, theory question aega. That I have discussed in the video, and they are also The PDF is there in the Telegram. Third is they have not included here, but I feel TDS, even your intertopics, one question from house property, one from very common random is there. So TDS, TCS, also the PDF for knowing the rates and limits and all in the column form. I have made one PDF and that is already uploaded in the Telegram. Just read that 45 minutes, take a printout and just read it. Within 45 minutes, you will complete and you can score marks. Okay. So these three things are the add-ons from my side. Still, if you need anything, say. Result is very, very important. You have to work hard now. Also, you are already doing that. And so the result is yours then. Shall Now, question number we are going to discuss 5 questions out of 7, each carrying 16 marks. It could be one single question of 16 marks or 2 questions of 8 and 8 marks or 12, you can say 12 marks and 4 marks, right? Okay. North Star Consulting Limited's total income during the previous year ended 31st March 2023 is 10,50,000. Okay. TDS is already paid. Foreign mein also they have paid some tax. In the doubly taxed income amounted to 10,000. So वो foreign में भी pay किए हैं. Okay. For which the company is entitled to relief as per the DTAA. You know, DTAA mein you get a relief. If it is like the agreement is there directly, you'll get a relief of 10,000. And if no agreement is there, bilateral, unilateral, then average rate of tax paid in India, average rate of tax paid is whichever is lower. During the year, the company has paid advance tax. Okay, now let us revise. Already they have paid advance tax. But if there is a shortfall, which interest will be charged? 234C for shortfall in advance tax. 234B. On 1st April, advance tax paid should be at least 90%. Then 234A, interest is charged only if you file the return after due date. All these interest A, B, C are 1% per month or part of the month. Ma'am, I had to file my return by 31st July. I just filed it on 2nd August. 2 ही दिन late हो ma'am. फिर भी whole month 1% interest will be charged. Have I revised 234 ABC? Next concept. Company filed their return on 15th October. Now due date of filing the return for tax audit cases and all is what? 30th of September. 15 दिन late हुए. Will they pay 234A? Yes. So compute the interest 234A, B and C. Assuming transfer pricing are not applicable. If it is transfer pricing, the due date is 30/11. ठीक है? Now, tax, advance tax is to be paid in 4 installments. By 15th of June, 15%. ये ना माइंड मैपिंग है. इतना याद रखोगे तो 8 मार्क्स बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है and very scoring. By 15 September, you have to pay total 45%. But if you have paid 15, now pay only 30%. By 15th of December, you have to pay 75%. But if you have already paid 45, then just 30%. And by 15th of March, 100%. 100% you have to pay the tax. Okay. Is this clear? Now here in these two cases, there is emotion. Now what is this emotion? They say by 15th of June, instead of 15%, 15 का 80%. कितना आता है देखो? 15 का 80%. करो calculator वही use करो जो final exam में करोगे. And I think all of you, I assume you know how to use M plus M minus so that you get speed. You know, normally if we ask calculations in the class, hardly 30% students are calculating. Rest are उसने किया ना calculation मैं लिख लूँगा. Final exam में कौन calculate करके देगा? So do the calculation also confidently, correctly with good speed. 15 का 80% is 12%. Now I want to say, even if you have paid here 12%, 234C नहीं लगेगा. 15% देना था पर 12 दिए ना. 45 का 80%. 36% also if you have paid, no, you have to pay 45% cumulative. But even if you have paid 36%, no problem. Now tell me, is all the knowledge clear? This is a continuous class की ये पूरा copy करो नहीं है तो I'm taking 2 seconds break. आप doubt पूछो कुछ है. Live chat also you can put your doubts. Zoom, those all of you are doing, you can put there. Have I done revision of 234A, B and C and also the installments? Right. If there is sudden income like lottery and capital gain and all, then of course you like don't have to. ठीक है? चलो. Now let us see the answer for this. Answer for this question. See, this is the way they are giving reasoning and the answer. ऐसे टेबल नहीं भी बनाओगे तो चलेगा, but your answer bit and reason you have to write. 5 out of 7 questions. Yeah. See, what is your total income? 10,50,000. And it's a company. So 30% tax, and on tax, E says there's no surcharge as the income is not exceeding crore. So your total tax is 327. Already you have got relief under 90 because there is a bilateral agreement, 10,000. And already here, TDS is also deducted, 24. So what is your SS tax or what is your advance tax payable? 293,150. Now you have paid advance tax in 4 installment, 267. So still you have to pay 26,150 tax plus ABC interest. Okay. Now, do you need to pay 234A interest? Yes. Instead of 30th of September, you have filed your return on 15th October. So on 26,150 into 1% into 1 month, 262. You have to pay interest. 234B interest is applicable if you have not paid 90% of the total tax as advance tax. अभी देखो TDS और relief के बाद what is your tax? 2,93,150. इसका 90% करो, कितना आ रहा है? 293,150. Are you having calculator and this printout and also that you have to see? 293 जो advance tax देना था उसका 90% is 263,835. At least 90% you should pay tax as advance tax. Have you paid 90%? 263,835. Answer is yes. You have already paid 267. आपने तो ज़्यादा ही pay किया है. So 234B is nil. They have given the working note if you want to check. A वाला तो समझ में आ गया. 234B is nil since more than 90% of tax is already paid in advance. Now what is 234C? Delay in installments. उसके लिए table बनाना है. Exam में भी table बनाना पड़ेगा. What was your tax payable? 293 का 15%. Okay. 293 का 15%. 43,973. Okay. But you have paid 40,000 first installment by June, 15 June 22. You had to pay 15%. But you have 15%. That is 43,973. But you have paid 40,000. You have paid less. But at least have you paid 80% of that? 80% ये मुझे थोड़ा language confuse होता है. You can write 12%. 12% calculate करो. किसका 12%? 293. 150. But ma'am, you said 15% you have to pay. But even if you have paid 293, 150 ka 12%, that is 35,178. 35,178. Then difference is there, but interest is nil. Take a pause, check, and ask me, is this clear to all of you or not? Next is 15th of September. Okay, 45%, 1,05,000. Okay, you have paid, but actually you had to pay 45% means 131. Or at least 80%, matlab 36% to pay karna tha, 1,05,534. But you have paid 1,05,000. Just a second. Some moisture is coming actually. So 1,05,000 you have already paid. Okay, but you had to pay 1,05,534. So interest lagega. You had to pay 1,05,534, but you have paid 1,05,000. Interest lagega? Yes. Kitne pe lagega? Whatever is shortfall. What is your total tax until now? 131,918. What is 131,918? 131,918. What is that? So 131,918 is 45%, 131,918. And in that already 40,000 you have paid. And cumulative, sorry, you have paid 1,05,000 cumulative. 40 or second installment is 65. So 1,05,000 you have paid. So what is the difference now? 131,918 minus 1,05,000. So 26,918 is the shortfall into 1% into 3 months. Why 3 months? Because you are late. You have not paid the tax now, but you might pay everything in the third installment December. So here also 3 months interest, but nahi charge kiya. Yahan pe kiya. Done? Chalo. Next now. December. 75% of this you have to pay 220. But you have paid this. So what is the difference? 14. In that 1% into 3, 446. And last is 100%, 293 you had to pay. You had paid 267. So 26,150 into 1%. Now why 1%? Because the interest is charged from 15th March to 31st March. Is this clear? Okay. Clear or not? 15 June to 15 September, 3 months. September to December, 3 months. December to March, 3 months. And March to 31st March, 1 month. And from April onwards, 234B till due date of filing the return, September. September ki jagah October gaya to 234. So though we say 234 ABC, actually it's 234C which is charged, then 234B and then 234A. Is this clear to all of you? Right? Chalo. So I hope this question is clear that how interest is added. So now we have to pay shortfall of tax plus 234A, B is nil, C ka interest ka aap total kar lo pura 1516. Don't do rounding off here. The final tax is to be rounded off. 2729,928 hai, so it will be 27,930. So the final tax is rounded off. Okay, that's the answer for your question number 1 to A. Next, what we are doing right now is, what is the tax planning? A single video is covering your 8 marks. They will give you 4 bits of 2 marks each. Some transactions, whether this transaction is tax planning or you can say tax evasion and all that. So they can ask, or this time they have asked tax planning related employees. So you can pay salary separate, allowances, perquisites separate, provident fund and all that separate. That is the tax planning. I think that question you can very well cover up here. Following aspects should be considered while tax planning. I think this question I can skip. You can read better and faster than me. Okay, right. Salary should not be consolidated. Separately, you can divide it into basic, allowances and all. Right. There should be provisions for leave. 12% tak you can contribute in PF. Beyond that, if you do, it will not be allowed and taxable for employees. Perquisites are preferable to fixed allowances. Dekho, if I give you fixed medical allowance, it's taxable. But if I give you reimbursement in government hospital or hospital of employer, you will get that benefit. Okay? Right? Chalo. Next. Question number 3 is huge. Now, either you read it very carefully, you can look at the question. It's not huge, like 16 marks question on how to compute business income, add and less. So seriously, you need to know business head. They are asking, I feel, 16 marks question on compute the income of the company. That too, they have opted for 115 BAA. Now, 115 BA is those company who go for 22% tax and others. One thing, we will revise the concept here first. 1 minute. I'll share the material and we can just revise the concept once. Second. Yes. 115 BAA. These are those companies, if you're going for these companies, those who are going for 115 BAA, these are the companies who are paying the tax at 22%, but mandatory they should pay surcharge. Even if the income exceeds that crore limit and all, surcharge is mandatory, and on tax 22% surcharge, and on tax plus surcharge ESES. Now this tax at the rate of 22% applicable in following conditions. Company should not claim benefit of deduction under section 10AA, wo SEZ wala, total turnover, total profit, export turnover, you know, we used to give capital section 10AA exemption. 32 AD, that is 32 1AA, additional depreciation they will not get if they are going. This important, this very important to solve this question. 32 AD. See the questions I am taking in sequence. Keep patience, all of you dear students. Because even if you feel, ma'am, ये नहीं पढ़ा और ऐसा लग रहा है पहली बार पढ़ रहे revision है, तो पढ़ लो. Coincidence, when I got 95 in accounts in CA Inter, I remember the question I had seen one day before in the RTP branch accounting, same question came. तो नहीं भी किया है तो अभी समझ लो. I am explaining and solving. You might get a question for 16 marks on math rather than this. But if this comes, you should know that if you're going for 115 BAA, these kind of domestic companies will not claim additional depreciation. 32 AD, nahi milega. 33 AB and all those, you know, skilled projects and rural area and all those projects, scientific research. 35 AD, those specified businesses, 2-star hotel and all this they will not get. And so company cannot set off losses and all with this income, purane losses and all. Depreciation under 32 is allowed, maximum up to 40%, we all know. The scheme is optional, but just now we saw that in this problem the SSC is going for this. Okay, right. Next is tax on other specified rates. Taxable at special rates. Special income, अगर जैसे capital gain है, long term capital gain है, शॉर्ट टर्म है तो वो 15%, लॉन्ग टर्म है तो 10%, वो दैट विल बी सेम. And all the other income at 22% plus 10% surcharge plus 4% TCES. And if they follow this, surcharge is mandatory and company cannot opt for MAT if they are going for 115 BAA. Lot of chances, because recently last exam they have asked 115 BAB. Yeah, those are domestic manufacturing companies, they can go optionally for this and all. So this was the concept for this problem. Let us read the question very carefully and then solve it. Shall we read together? See. And while reading, we will discuss it also. Bhagirathi Limited is a manufacturing company. It's a manufacturing company having annual turnover of 7,000 lakhs. They have shown a net profit. If it is everything in lakhs, you can do in lakhs and decimals till 2 to 3 digits. Then don't put all zeros. Thousands mein hai, to you can do it in thousands. So net profit is 850 lakhs. After debiting, crediting following amounts to its statements, depreciation as per Companies Act. So already in the P&L account, they have put depreciation as per Companies Act. Kya karoge? Add back all the expenses which are debited in the P&L, but they are not allowed. So scratch it. If you scratch it, income is increasing. So add back. Deduct all the income which are credited in the P&L, but they are not related to business, right? So add back depreciation. Employer's contribution. Now see, this is a new adjustment, but very nice. Employer's contribution to EPF 18 lakhs together with similar amount for March is paid in 20th May. Employer's contribution to PF, you can do it any time before due date of filing the return, that is 30th of September. So they have to paid on 20th May. Who said this? 43B. याद है सबको? Business at 43B says income tax, employers PF. There are few expenses. Even if you keep it outstanding in March, you need to pay it before due date of filing the return, then it is allowed. So employer's contribution is due in March, but it is paid in May. Is it allowed? Yes. So no adjustment, neither add nor less. But employees' contribution for March should have been paid according to the due date of PF Act, not due date of filing the return, due date of PF Act. What is the due date of the PF ka Act? 15th of next month. So March ka PF employees contribution you should have paid by 15th April. You paid by 20th May. So 18 lakhs will be added back. I think, can I discuss and check here? Answer में इसको साथ साथ में देख लेते हैं. देखो. Start with 850. Depreciation as per Companies Act. Employees contribution added 18 lakhs. Employees contribution, no problem. Next now. After this, what is the next one now we are doing, dear students? GST paid includes an amount of 10,500 charged as penalty. You all know penalty is not allowed as ma'am पर business से related तो है. मैंने GST late भरा तो penalty लगी. Interest on GST is allowed. Penalty is not allowed. So 15,400 towards interest for delay in deposit. Is this allowed? Yes. So no adjustment. 10,500 you have to add back and it is in lakhs. So 0.104. Employees के contribution को कुछ नहीं करेंगे. Interest on GST. See, nil also they are writing working note. Either you explain in the working note or you can write a brief reason here if you want to complete the paper in 3 hours, और बार बार working note में explanation creative note लिखने की आदत नहीं है तो यहीं पे लिख दो. Interest for late GST is allowed, hence no effect, or nil, hence no effect, nil. Okay, right. Next, an amount of 10 lakhs was incurred for skill development project, not allowed. Why? Because you are going for 115B AA. So वो जो 35 lakhs है आपका skill development, वो बिल्कुल भी allowed नहीं है. Next, loss of 20 lakhs on destruction of old plant and machinery by fire. 5 lakh received as scrap. Insurance company did not admit the claim of the company. So insurance company did not allow, but if there is a loss of plant and machinery, this is a short-term capital loss. This is like WDV of the asset and sale value or scrap value or the amount received from insurance company. So you have to follow block of asset concept. If there is a loss due to sale or fire of any capital asset, is it your revenue expenditure? No. So why did they debit? They said everything is adjusted in the P&L. So this loss is not allowed. Same way, scrap value, if they have credited in the P&L account as business income, is it your business income? Answer is no, not allowed. So now, why ma'am? Because ये ना जो भी होगा ये सब block में होगा. And block of asset में finally if it is a loss, short-term capital loss. If it is a gain, short-term capital gain. Okay? All right. So the fifth adjustment we are doing here is that loss due to it is a capital loss, so add back. Scrap अगर आपने credit किया है तो निकाल दो because it's not a business income. Even if there is a profit on sale of asset, it is short-term capital gain, fourth head it will come. Is my speed fine? If you feel I'm going fast, pause the video, read the question carefully. Lot of energy I'm putting in the live class and I cannot pause at everyone's pace to read the question. Huh? Chalo. Next now. This is a very important and nice question for CA students also. Their question number 1 only comes as PNL. Someone writing CA, CMA, both exam. Company has created an account of subcontractor, an amount of 7 lakhs on 31st March 22 towards repairs of factory building. The TDS on payment was remitted in December. Last year, some payment you have made to contractor, 194C, C for contract. TDS katta hai. 7 lakhs pay. You miss deducting TDS, then 7 lakhs, 30% is disallowed. Kitna aata hai 7 lakhs ka? 30%, 2,10,000. Any payment made to someone in India on which TDS is misdeducting, 30% is disallowed. Then when you pay it in that year, is it allowed? Yes. So last year, March 22 में disallow हो गया, 21, 22. But now you paid in December 22. So shall I deduct now? Shall I allow it now? Answer is yes. I will allow now. And had it been payment outside India, okay, then 100%. Huh? Agar payment outside India hai, and if you have missed deducting TDS, 100% it is disallowed. So here, look at the question. Less में कहीं पे होगा. ये रहा 2,10,000. 7 lakhs का 30%. I want to repeat, last year you paid someone without deducting TDS, 30% is disallowed. This time you deducted and you gain. Okay, right. Chalo, next. Are you all following? Very beautiful adjustments are there. Normal depreciation as per income tax. Add depreciation as per books, deduct income tax के हिसाब से. Had it been MAT, then there is a different concept, revaluation पे depreciation नहीं and all that. 15th May, Bhagirathi Limited declared a dividend and distributed 20 lakhs. So dividend, if you have declared and paid 20 lakhs, park it for 80M. I will explain you what is 80M. Have they also received dividend? Sorry, I skipped adjustment number 2. During the previous year, 21-22, company has purchased a new plant and machinery for 20 lakhs. Okay. Balance of additional depreciation is not included. You know, when you purchase new plant and machinery, the additional depreciation is allowed if it's a manufacturing company, 20% on the cost of the plant and machinery other than ships and aircraft. If it is less than 180 days, so 10% abhi allowed at 10% next year. But here additional depreciation is not allowed because you have gone for 115 BAA. It's a challenge if this much in-depth concept ke saath these MTPs are solved. So if you are really feeling you are gaining some knowledge, do comment below the video. That motivates us also to give best. And do share it with all your friends and groups, those who are writing CMA final exam. If they spare at least 2 hours, they will get the best out of it. Okay, right. So please check the question. We have done all the adjustments. If there is dividend received from foreign company, 15 lakhs just deducted and tax it separately in income from other sources. I think one more adjustment also I have missed. Dividend received तो हमने कर लिया. हाँ, ये भी अच्छा है. Profit of 15 lakhs on sale of building to X Limited, a domestic company. Bhagirathi is a manufacturing company. They have sold a building to someone, domestic company, and 15 lakhs profit they have earned. The entire shares of which are held by SSE. Can I say X Limited is 100% subsidiary of Bhagirathi Company Limited? Yes. The building was acquired by Bhagirathi Limited in 21. फिर से पढ़ो. We have acquired a building in 21 and then we have sold it to our 100% subsidiary and there is a profit of 15 lakhs. Is it your business income? No. तो क्या कर दो? Less. Ma'am, but क्या ये capital gain है? Answer is no. Any transfer of asset from holding to subsidiary and from subsidiary to holding, these are transfers, but they are exempt under section 47. Once again, I want to repeat, any transfer of capital asset from holding to subsidiary, subsidiary to holding, no capital gain is there. It is exempt from tax. एक तो ये clear है. But if this profit is already included in the P&L, nikal do, remove it. That's why we have deducted this. Dividend also we have removed and profit also. So what is our business income? This. Capital gain nil. You can write a note. Capital gain 15 lakhs is not taxable because it's a transfer of capital asset from holding to subsidiary. It is a transfer. Capital gain is exempt. Now this is your gross total income. Now how much dividend we have received? 15 lakhs. How much dividend we have paid? It is given to you in note. Note में कहीं दिया है ना कि we have distributed 20 lakhs. So 80M में deduction is allowed of dividend received and dividend paid, whichever is lower. So whatever, see, I have received the dividend and I'm transferring to shareholders. Why I should pay double tax? Shareholders are paying the tax on dividend. You know, all the dividends are taxable now. Interim, final, all. So dividend received and dividend paid. Taxable. Net income. Tax on total income 22%. Surcharge on tax. Tax plus surcharge pays us, and this is superb question. Check it, and if any of my explanation is not clear to you, ask me any doubts you have. Okay. Chalo. All explanation is given here. You can read it. It's very nice. Next is a theory question. Ma'am, you said it will come in question number 8. In between also, they can definitely ask you some theory questions or features. What is dispute resolution committee? Dispute resolution committee के पास जाते हैं. They will give all instructions, and according to the DRP's instructions, AO will pass the order. Is AO's order final with DRP? No. If the SSE feels no, it is wrong, DRP ने ठीक से काम नहीं किया है, तो directly against the DRP's order, SSE has got a right to fight to directly to the ITEC, क्योंकि DRP खुद ही commissioner level है. Huh? But when the case goes to DRP, some time in 9 months time is given to the DRP also to check all the facts. He can call for additional information, and all these are the features I think you'll be able to write. And what are the cases when best judgment assessment is done? If you want to check it. Central government shall constitute DRP. DRP's order is final. It shall have the power to reduce and waive and all. Best judgment assessment kab hoga? This is, like the last resort. Person fails to file the return, regular, belated, and all. Even updated return, 2 years time is given, you are not doing that. If the person fails to comply with the notice, person fails to comply with the directions, that get your books of accounts audited and all, and person fails to comply with the notice ki your books of accounts are taken for scrutiny and come to this and this ward, get all your books and all. Scrutiny respond nahi kar rahe, return file nahi kar rahe, notice you are not responding, we are asking you to get the books of accounts, you are not getting. These are the 4 ignorances by SSE. Then the AO has last resort. To the best of my knowledge, best judgment assessment he will do. Okay, right. This is, I think, a very irrelevant question. मुझे नहीं समझ में आया why they are asking so much of question of block of asset. Like the gist, if I say, is block of asset, you all know WDV. Purchases, take care if they are less than 180 days depreciation. Sale value in case of slum sale. And now depreciation is always charged on this value. I'm explaining you the concept, dear students. Opening WDV, add purchases, you get balance minus the sales value. Whatever value comes on that, you will charge the depreciation. Is this clear to all of you? Yeah. So this is how you will charge the depreciation. Okay, right? ये तो format है. पर मैम ये सब क्या दिया है? Original cost and depreciation till date they have given. So you will get the WDV. And whenever the assets are transferred in the slum sale, the non-depreciable asset, land and all, are transferred at original cost, minus if any revaluation. And the depreciable assets are always transferred at WDV. So to get WDV, they have made this table. Now WDV pe transfer kar di. See, machinery 30% is a block. In that machinery, A is gone. Bye-bye. So after, in the year of sale, there is no depreciation as per block. So after the sale, whatever value is left, charge the depreciation. Okay, right. This is the case laws question as surely discussed with all of you. And chalo abhi discuss kar lete why we are breaking the sequence. I thought I'll take the practical ones. I don't think they'll ask. This is a latest case and a good one, but they might ask you 4 marks case laws which are already there in your material. This is a 10 marks one. Would the amount paid by resident Indian end user distributor to the non-resident computer software manufacturer as a consideration for the resale of the computer software through end user license agreement, can it be considered as payment of royalty for use of the copyrights? And should we deduct TDS? Suppose I am a resident. Okay, Mrs. DC. Dipti Chheda is a resident. I have purchased a software. टैली तो इंडिया का है, चलो मान लो कि टैली या कोई और सॉफ्टवेयर है, या मैंने गूगल में, डू यू ऑल नो वी गेट स्पेस इन ड्राइव्स, हाँ, जीमेल में मुझे ड्राइव में स्पेस मिल रहा है, एंड अंडर दैट लाइसेंस अग्रीमेंट आई एम गेटिंग दैट ड्राइव स्पेस, और आई एम यूजिंग अ लाइसेंस्ड सॉफ्टवेयर ऑफ अ फॉरेन कंट्री. Okay, frankly speaking, this is outrightly sale of the product or the sale of the services. तो किसी किसी पे में भी equalization levy लगेगा, जो भी है. But is it like I'm end user under an agreement? What do you mean by this end user under an agreement? So they give warranty guarantee. If you have any trouble, we will help you out troubleshooting, and we will train you and all. So after sale service, these are like end user license agreement. So now I have purchased some software, some drives, some app, koi software, kuch bhi foreign country se. So is it like I am paying royalty to them? And should I deduct TDS in 195? Answer is no. This is outrightly sale. Okay. So is pe 195 nahi lagega. This is the decision given in Engineering Analysis Center of Excellence Private Limited versus CIT. Okay, and this is a Supreme Court judgment. There was a lot of story ki High Court mein ye hua, but finally Supreme Court said ki royalty is different, you know. Their brand we are using, and jaise Cadbury's is a brand outside, but if we are manufacturing Cadbury's Dairy Milk in Hyderabad, are we paying royalty to them for their using their brand? That is different. This is a software. Okay, right? So you can read it. I'm not reading word to word. I've told you the gist that this royalty means what they have given. And if you're not able to write, I would suggest you all to please write points. Point 1, point 2, point 3. So in the given case, they said, High Court said that following 4 categories of cases, distributors agreement and end users license agreement did not create any interest or right to distributors or end users, which would amount to the use of or right to use or copyright. So whether computer software is purchased directly by end user, resident in India from foreign company, this would amount to use. This will not create any royalty rights. Or where resident Indian company act as distributors. Like we are the distributors for their softwares to others. Are we paying them royalty? No. Or distributor happens to be a foreign non-resident who after purchasing software from foreign non-resident seller resells the same to resident Indian distributors or end users. So in all these cases, they concluded, you can read it, that since the provisions under DTA and all are there, the payment would be determined as per meaning of royalty, as in वो ठीक है, ये DTA का point नहीं भी लेके, it would not be chargeable to tax under TDS, और 195 में TDS बिल्कुल भी नहीं लगे. Second case is तो super duper easy. Can bonus share received by shareholder be taxable under head income from other sources under 56.210? You all know what is 56.210, where benefit derived in any cases above 50,000. A has sold, sale consideration, property to B, जिसकी stamp duty value है 80 lakhs, B को sell किया 60 lakhs में. So A will pay the capital gain on 80 lakhs, but B is getting 80 lakhs market value of the property at 60 lakhs. 80 lakhs market value of the property at 60 lakhs. Then what is it? 20 lakhs kya hai? What is 20 lakhs? 20 lakhs is benefit received by B from A. Is it above 50,000? Yes. Can it be treated as gift in income from other sources? Yes. That benefit can be in cash or kind in any capital asset. तो shares भी तो capital asset है ना. So bonus shares are received by shareholders free of cost. So they are saying that can it be taxed under income from other sources? Answer is no. Bonus shares are looking as given as free of cost, but they take out from one pocket and give it to you in your another pocket. See, company share capital is 10, reserves are 5. Now, whole reserves I am using and I am issuing bonus shares. What will my share capital be? 15. What will be my reserves be? Nil. Now, here what is my capital employed? 15. Here what? 15. After bonus issue, the capital employed is intact. There is no change, just reserves are converted into capital. No money is coming in. This cannot be treated as gift. Okay, read the answer please on your own. It's very simple. In PCIT versus Ranjan Pai's case, if you can quote good, okay. Issue of bonus shares is merely a reallocation of company's funds. There is no inflow. पैसे कहाँ आते हैं bonus shares? And in fact, for shareholder, the average cost, एक shareholder ने, he has purchased in 100 rupees, he has purchased 15 shares. Now he got 5 bonus shares. Cost is nil. So in 100 rupees, now 20 shares. So per share, the value diminishes, no, after the bonus. So there is no addition, alteration in the profit making and all. And even after getting the bonus, the value of the original shares and intrinsic value goes down. Hence, it would not be attracted and it is not a gift. Nice. Next. This one is tricky question. EBIT ka wo bhi the level what they have asked transfer pricing or isko link karke. We'll check it little later. First, now let us do the important questions of transfer pricing. Okay, this is not transfer pricing. Mr. Bansal, a resident Indian company aged 67 years, means the basic exemption is 3 lakh. If he is a resident. Had it been non-resident, basic exemption is same. What is income from business in India? Income from business in India, 2,50,000. Commission from company in Hong Kong, 60,000 tax pay kar diya hai, 3 lakh. Dividend from Hong Kong, all is taxable. And interest on fixed deposit and saving account, it is 2 lakhs. Okay. Now, India has no DTA. See, if you have DTA, then whatever tax you have paid in that country, directly you can deduct taking a relief under 90. But now you don't have a bilateral relief to unilateral. Kya hai? Average rate of tax in India or average rate of tax in those countries, whichever is lower, you will get a relief. So you have to calculate the tax here. Now let us calculate. Your first question be tricky पूछा है और इसमें भी mistake है. So you can leave this question. But the problem is, you know, sometimes in exam I don't know a question, and that is of 10 marks. ये देखो ये 10 mark का question है. But B मुझे बहुत अच्छे से आता है 6 marks का question. अब देखो इसको कैसे करना है. We will see. First, all the income. He's a resident. So you got income from business in India, commission from Hong Kong, income from other sources, dividend from Hong Kong, interest on FDs and all in India, 8,40,000. Now here directly they have calculated tax on 8,40,000. If he is a resident, he will get deduction of 80TTB. 80TTA mein only saving account interest is deductible up to 10,000. 80TTB mein saving and FD both interest are deductible up to 50,000. So please take the notepad, correct the answer over here. This is 8,40,000 minus 50,000 deduction from the gross total income under section 80 TTB because he is a senior citizen. So 7,90,000. अब उसमें 3 लाख तक तो कोई टैक्स नहीं है. Next 2 lakh पे 5%, 10,000, and 5 lakh above 790. So on 290, 30%. On 2,90,000, 30%. That is 58,000. So 68,000 is your tax into 104%. ESS के साथ 70,720 is your tax on total income. And what is your total income? This is the tax on total income 790. So what is the average rate of tax in India? 8.95%. And what is average rate of tax in foreign country? Foreign country, how much tax they have paid? ये रहा क्वेश्चन में आपको दिया है 78,000. 60 and 18 divide by 390 into 100. 78,000 divided by 390 into 100. 20% tax you are paying in foreign country. So what's the average rate of tax in India? 8.95%. What's the average rate of tax in foreign country? 20%. So how much relief you will take? 8.95% on the foreign income, 3,90,000. So 390 pay 8.95%. 34,905 is the relief, and your tax payable by this person is coming to 35,815, rounded off to 35,820. Check this. Because he's a resident, you should give him 80 TT A or B deduction. Clear to all of you? Put some comment, you all are following, then AC, all clear. Of course, one question will surely come on this non-resident paying tax in India. And of course, this is तो DTAA, वो एक आएगा, non-resident एक आएगा, और आपका MAT. I don't know why they have ignored in new and old all syllabus MTP charitable trust, but charitable trust पूछते हैं exam में. चलो. Khazana Limited is an Indian company engaged in business of developing. The same question we have solved in class. That its Canadian company is giving technical support to us for a consideration of 1 lakh euros. Income of Khazana Limited is 90 lakhs. This is a transfer pricing question. Determine the taxable limited of Khazana Limited if the Technopro charges 130 or else 60 euros. समझ में आ रहा है? और यूरो का रेट दिया है. See, we are showing as expenditure because we are taking technical support from a Canadian company. Technical support from a Canadian company we are taking. Okay, right. So let us check the solution with both the options. ये गलत लिखा है यहाँ पे 1,30,000 euros है और या फिर 60,000 euros है. Okay, this is mistake in the question, printing mistake. कोई बात नहीं, चलो. Now, how much remuneration you have actually received? 1 lakh euros you have paid. We have paid. And each euro is 50. So 50 lakhs we have paid. But they have charged to others 1,30,000 euros. So from others, they have charged 65. To us, they have charged 50. If we take uncontrolled price 65 lakhs, our expenditure will increase by 15 lakhs. We have taken services from Canadian company and we have debited in our P&L 50 lakhs. But the same Canadian companies charging from others 65 lakhs, 1,30,000 euros, zyada charge kar rahe. So if we debit 65 lakhs, our profit will come down. That's why it's in bracket by 15 lakh. Should we go for transfer pricing? No. Transfer pricing is all lopsided in favor of department. If income is increasing, go for transfer pricing. Chale? Right. 50 lakhs. Now to others, they are charging 30 lakhs. To us, they are charging 50 lakhs. Are we showing 20 lakhs more expenditure? Zyada bata rahe hain. Add in 90 lakhs. Okay. And now you have to pay the tax on 110 lakhs. Though your income is 90 lakhs, because of transfer pricing adjustment, bring it at arm's length. Others को अगर debit किया है 30, हमने क्यों debit किया है 50? Add back करो 20 lakhs. Extra debit, increase your income, pay the tax. But here, ignore transfer pricing. Okay. Chalo. Next. This is a question of non-resident. वो DTAA था जो अभी हमने किए ना, Hong Kong वाला. Ashok, an individual resident in India, aged 52 years, earned royalty income of 15 lakhs from XY Inc. of Canada for writing articles in the newspapers and magazine. You know, when we earn royalty from foreign country, first condition is royalty should be brought in India. Only that much is taxable. Second, we get deduction, 80 RRB, 80 QQB. But here no deduction will be given because he's writing in newspapers, school books and all. So nahi milta hai. However, he has received only 1250 and balance is outstanding. So how much royalty income will be taxable for Ashok resident? 1250. He maintains a cash system. He's also earned a rental income of 10,000, which is not allowed as deduction. But here it will be taxable. बहुत mistakes हैं. Sorry to say, I'm not here to criticize, but यहाँ पे भी there was a mistake in writing. ये जो था. And here the house property details are only not there and they have computed the income. I don't know how. But he has received dividend. Is dividend income taxable? Yes. He took education loan and repayment of loan and interest is 120. So when you take education loan, you get deduction 80E, only 80E, sorry. E is all for interest. 80E education loan, repayment 8 years, you will get a deduction, not for principal, only for interest. 80EE A is for those housing loans. 80EEB for those electronic vehicles agar aap lete hain on loan and you are paying interest to purchase an e-vehicle, then whatever interest you are paying up to 1,50,000, you get a deduction in 80EEB. So let us check up the solution for this. Now house property details, they are saying that it is there in note A, fair rent and whichever is higher, but question में ही कुछ नहीं दिया है, तो ठीक है छोड़ दो. But we all know how to compute house property income less municipal taxes, NAV 30% standard deduction. Royalty income, whatever is received is taxable. Dividend received is 350 and it is received from Indian company. So whenever received income is given, it is net income. So you have to gross it up. 350 is 90%, 100%. Always gross income is taxable. 3,89,000. मैम ये कैसे पता चलेगा? तो आपको लैंग्वेज पे ध्यान देना होगा. Have a good command on your reading. The question paper is an art, dear students. Dividend received is 90% and taxable is always gross 100%. Gross total income आ गया. 80 का deduction क्योंकि भी तो नहीं मिलेगा ना, right? On total income 17.76 lakhs up to 10 lakhs 1,12,500 or एडिशनल पे 30% टैक्स है, टैक्स पे ई-सेस है, दिस इज द फाइनल टैक्स. Now what is average rate of tax in India? 3.79 is the tax on this. What is average rate of tax in foreign country? It's given in the question, 15%. So will he take the relief of the lower? Yes. But lower on what income? Royalty income and housing income. जो बाहर से income आ रही है, minus the deduction. Had it been 1250 royalty minus 80 QQB 3 lakhs. ऐसा हमने क्लास में क्वेश्चन किया था. So after the deduction, whatever is the foreign income received in India, on that average rate of tax, you will get a relief. Nice question, but some details are missing. And last is your write a short note, Black Money Act features. Just features 5 marks question बार बार आता है. Black Money Act पूरा छोड़ दो, छोड़ना है तो पर एक तो करके जाओ question. I know you all are studying by choice and ABC. It's absolutely okay. But be confident you are doing super well, amazing well. In class, I have given homework. You all have responded so well. तो pen जरूर flow होगा, सब कुछ याद रहेगा. Comparison of AS and ICDS. This one question is asked. Retaining books of accounts. You know, income tax officer cannot retain your books other than raid and all for more than 15 days, at the most 30 days. इक्वलाइजेशन लेवी 165 जो अभी ऐड हुआ है 2%, 165 तो पहले से था 6%. So the features and all are very simple. You can check. Last one question I want to just touch, that is for IPTA actually, and the questions are very simple, but they have given so much here. Let us check this. You know what it says? When you are an Indian company, so either you have taken loan from foreign country or you have given a guarantee and all. So here it X Limited is Indian company. It's Indian subsidiary of foreign company. X Limited has taken loan. So, you know, interest is allowed. IPTA, what is IPTA? Earning before interest, tax and depreciation. इसका 30%. इससे ज्यादा interest is not allowed. Okay, right? So that's what is the gist of this question. This is there after your secondary adjustment in the transfer pricing. You want me to show the format or you will check it? Right? So business income calculated after deductions is 156. Interest to A, interest to others and outside. जिसको भी interest, A is our associate enterprise holding subsidiary और बार ये आपका total interest हो गया, ठीक है ना? And then you have depreciation. Depreciation add back करना पड़ेगा आपको. Amount of deduction under 1 second. So depreciation, you have to add back interest. If you have already debited, you have to add back to get business income. They said after deducting all this. So add back the interest, dono interest to others and to this total interest. Add back the depreciation, add back the other amortization. कुछ amortization भी है ना ये, all this. Now 30 investment allowance 30 to 80, that's allowed, no ignore, इसको कुछ नहीं करना है. 35 जो आपका scientific research है वो भी allowed है, कुछ नहीं करना है. Now if you want to attempt this question, one thing is transfer pricing adjustment under 92 out of B above made by an IPO. So now whatever is your business income in that transfer pricing income to alag nikal do. That's what they have done. I'll show you for one. 156 आपका business income है and whatever is disallowed. Transfer pricing adjustment. Okay. वो भी आपकी इनकम है. And now 59.7 is the excess interest. Excess interest is not allowed, so add back and you get this. But इसमें कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया. No problem. What is your routine interest you have paid to A company? 130 lakhs minus that transfer pricing adjustment. So 110. Okay. It's a challenge I am taking to explain because we don't know, might come. Otherwise, your problems of IPTA in your CMA study material and our material are very easy, very easy. Whatever interest you have paid or 30%, whichever is lower is allowed, remaining is disallowed. Disallowed means add back. So here जो disallowed है वही add back किया है यहाँ, पर वो disallowed कैसे आएगा? So how much interest is paid to A? इंटरेस्ट सिस्टर कंसर्न को कितना दिया है 130, पर उसमें 20 तो ट्रांसफर प्राइसिंग वो अलग ही है, तो 110. इंटरेस्ट टू अदर्स, सो टोटल इंटरेस्ट इज 180. नाउ व्हाट इज योर बिजनेस इनकम? लुक एट योर बिजनेस इनकम 156. एंड व्हाई टू इंक्रीज इट टू 176? बिकॉज ट्रांसफर प्राइसिंग आपकी इनकम है 20, ऐड कर दो. नाउ ऐड इंटरेस्ट टू ए, ऐड इंटरेस्ट टू अदर्स, interest to others plus depreciation plus amortization. This is what is your IPTA. IPTA ka 30%, 120 interest is only allowed. Now how much interest you have paid? Check. How much interest you have paid to the sister concern and to others? 180. But allowed is only up to 30%. So remaining is disallowed. Same if you do here, allowed is 199. But you have paid only 190 interest. So nothing to disallow. The question gist is very simple. It says that if they give you earning after interest, add back all interest to sister concern and others, add back depreciation, add back amortization. Bas, this is your IPTA. IPTA ka 30% or actual interest, whichever is lower is allowed, remaining disallowed is add back, so that you get the correct income. Okay, right? So I have made my best efforts in the last 2 hours to compile and give you the weightage, the paper pattern, and lot of effort goes in revision videos. So use it, watch it repeatedly. I promise your pen will flow. And waiting to comment below this that ma'am, I got exemption and I have cleared my CMA final exam. I'm a qualified cost accountant now. Waiting to see, visualize that and give lot of comfort to your parents. Please, dear students, I am a mom first and then ma'am. So I'm literally requesting all of you, tell to your parents from now till your exams, until the exams gets over, everything is fine. My son is doing amazing well. That's what they should pray, so that, you know, that vibrations of anxiety are not there. And still, if sometimes it happens that you are getting restless and anxiety में से होगा कि नहीं, then head on answer each and ठीक है, नहीं हुआ तो क्या, दिसंबर में करूंगा, छोड़ेंगे तो कोई नहीं, 2-3 दिन रो लेंगे रिजल्ट आने के बाद. सॉरी टू से दिस एट दिस मोमेंट, बट वर्स्ट केस, नो नो नो, वो सब नहीं करना है. अब भी पढ़ो, अब भी कॉन्फिडेंट हो आप, एंड यू विल क्लियर इट. So wish you very all the best. Thank you so much for watching this video till end. Let me reach my mission of sharing this conceptual knowledge across India. So do spread this video. That's what will be from your side for whatever efforts I'm putting, giving it all complimentary for you all. So many revision videos, so many concepts, so many PDFs in the Telegram group, right? Thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye-bye.